Myself Raj, welcome to Raj Online Trainings in the series of Java Programming Complete Placement Course. In the last video we have seen how to download and install Java 24 version on Windows operating system, and even we have seen the path setting. So for that, how to check whether Java has been installed and what is the version of Java in our operating system. Open command prompt. How to open command prompt? In search you can type cmd. Once we type cmd, if you select this command prompt, it's going to open command prompt. Now to check the version of Java installed on our operating system, make use of the command java-version. Java-version. It's showing Java version as 24 version to us. Now in this video, we are going to learn how to develop a Java application at command prompt, how to write the Java code, how to compile the Java code, and how to run the Java program. Now, in order to create a Java source code file, let me create one folder in C drive. To go back to C drive, just say cd/. Now let me create a new folder here, md Java programs. Any folder name you wish. Md means make directory, make folder. Directory means folder only. So it's going to create a folder Java programs. Now open this folder using the command cd Java programs. Cd means change directory. Now we are in this Java programs folder. Now in this folder, we want to create a Java source code file. Whenever you want to create a Java source code file, make use of a text editor like Notepad, and I am going with the name welcome.java. The extension what we queue for Java source code file is .java. This program, whatever we are writing, this we call it as the source code. Press enter key, click here S. Now start writing the code. Let us write the code like / to display the welcome message onto the screen. This line of code we call it as what? Comments. This is our comments. Comments are mainly for what purpose? To document your program, to elaborate more about your program, and this is ignored by the compiler, means programming language. Then what makes a Java program? It's a collection of classes. So create a class. How to create a class in Java? Using a keyword class and the name of the class, like I'm taking here welcome. Then open and close curly braces, meaning the class begins at this open curly brace, the class closes at closing curly brace. To run a Java program, which method is required inside the class? We require main method. And how main method looks here is public static void main. And this main method takes string array as an argument. Then open and close curly braces. So inside a class, to run a Java program, we require main method inside the class. And public static void, these are all keywords. More about all these keywords we'll be discussing in the next videos. And this main method takes this string array as argument. Whenever you see this square bracket symbol, we call them as arrays. So more about what is the need of this string array args, that also we'll be discussing in the next classes. Now, in order to display a message in Java, we use a predefined class system with a member out and with a method println. So system is a predefined class, S capital. System also string also predefined class, S capital. So whenever you take a class in Java, the standard is the first letter of every word is capital. String only one word, S capital. System only one word, S capital. Okay. So we use the predefined class system with the member out with the method println, and the message should go within double quotes, that is welcome. So more about what is system, what is out, what is println, everything I'm going to discuss in the next videos. And in Java, every statement should end with a semicolon, and Java is case sensitive programming language. Means there is a difference between uppercase and lowercase letters. Now, once we type the code, save the file. File, save, Ctrl S. Now, come back to command prompt. What is the command to compile a Java program? Java-C, and go with the name of the file welcome.java. Press enter key. If there are no errors in your program, it's going to show the prompt back to us. Now, if I say dir means to list the files present in your folder directory. So it's creating one file called as welcome.class file. This welcome.class file, we call it as bytecode. This welcome.class file, we call with what term? It is bytecode. So this bytecode is only platform independent. So what makes Java platform independent means we have to say bytecode. And the extension of bytecode file is .class. Now, once we generate the .class file, our next step is we need to run the bytecode file now. Our next step, we have to run the bytecode file. Now, the command to run a bytecode file, is we have to use the command java and give the name of the .class file, java welcome, which is going to display welcome message on our screen here. Three simple commands we are using here. What they are? Notepad for typing our Java source code. Then JavaC command is for compiling and Java command is for running. Right? Whenever we compile a Java program, if there are no errors in your program, it's going to create a .class file which we call bytecode. Now let me remove this .class file. Del welcome.class. Del command is used to delete the file. Now in our directory, we are having only one file, welcome.java. In our folder, we are having only one file, welcome.java. Now, understand carefully. Let me just change the size of our screens. Now, here in our program, let me remove this semicolon. Let me remove the semicolon for this system.out.println. And the point what I said, every statement in Java should end with semicolon. But here we are not ending with semicolon. Now let me save this file, come back to prompt, and if I say now javac welcome.java, see it's going to display an error message. In welcome.java line number 6, we are having semicolon, that is error, semicolon expected. So this only we call syntax errors or compile time errors. And in your program, if you are having errors, if you are having syntax errors, now if I say dir, see here, it's not generating any .class file. So when the .class file, when the bytecode will be generated, if there are no errors in your source code, then only the bytecode file will be generated. That is, the .class files will be generated. Now, let me change the class name here. Let me change the class name to well here. I'm changing the class name to well, but the file name is welcome.java. Let me create some more classes like class X, which goes with the main method, where we'll say string X array. Then in this main method, we'll display the message system.out.println. We'll say X class. Now, let us create one more class Y. We are not having any code inside class Y. Simple open and close curly brace. So in this program, we are having totally 3 classes, well, X and Y. Now, let me save this file. Come back to prompt and let us now compile the code. And before I compile, let me keep semicolon here. For the system.out.println welcome, let me keep semicolon so that the error will be removed. Save it. Now compile the code javac welcome.java. The name of the file is still welcome.java only. Now, once you compile, then how many .class files you are going to have? Now, see here, observe, we are having totally 3 .class files, which are well.class, x.class and y.class. So, depends on the number of classes present in your source code, that many .class files will be created. When you are compiling your code, don't look for main method. Some people will say we will be having only 2 .class files, that is well and x, as it contains main method. That is wrong concept. So main method will come into picture only when you are running the program using Java command. So while compiling the program depends on the number of classes present in your source code, that many doc class files will be created. Now let us run the code. How to run the code? Using Java command. If I say Java welcome, so when you say Java welcome, for welcome do you have any doc class file? Welcome is having only .java. There is no doc class file for welcome. Then it's going to throw an error, that is error could not find or load main class welcome, meaning we can run only doc class files which contains main method. The point is we can run what? Only doc class files which contains main method. So I'm documenting that point here like comment. We can run only doc class files which contains main method. So for welcome there is no doc class file, that's the reason it's going with error. Now if you say Java white, for white it's having doc class file, but does it have main method inside? No. Then also it goes with error, that is main method not found in class file. Now if you write Java X, for X it's having doc class file, it's having what? Doc class file and even main method inside. So when you say Java X, the condition is satisfied, it's going to display the message X class, this one. If you say Java well, the condition is satisfied, it's going to display welcome, meaning whichever the class name we give to Java command, it will go to the respective main method of that class. That will become the entry point to run our Java program. So this point is very, very important, that is we can run only doc class files which contains main method. So remember this point, many people don't know this point properly, right? So what are the important points? Whenever you want to create a new Java program, at your command prompt we use Notepad text editor. Java C is for compiling, Java is for running. Depends on the number of classes present in your source code. Depends on the number of classes present in your source code, that many doc class files will be created. And one more very important point, we can run only doc class files which contains main method. So all these points are very important. Please practice this. In reality, we won't use command prompt, but only to elaborate about this point and what are the commands to compile and run. For that case, I have taken this command prompt as an example over here. So basic idea on this is required for us. Everyone should practice this. One time practice enough. Okay. So in reality, we are going to make use of IDEs like Visual Studio Code for Java. We can make use of Eclipse, IntelliJ, Spring Toolsuite, like that. Okay. So in the next class, we'll be discussing about IDEs. Thank you. Please subscribe, like and share.